Thank you for tuning in to the Odin Bag assembly tutorial. Here you'll learn how to put the bag together like a pro. First, remove the contents from the main disc compartment and account for all the pieces. There's 16 corner pieces, 4 short pieces, 4 medium-sized pieces, 2 with covering, 2 without, and 4 long pieces, 1 with covering, 2 without covering, and 1 with foam tubing. We are aware that some tubing may have chips in the ends. This will not affect the structure or durability of the bag. Now we assemble the cube outside of the bag first. This makes the pieces slide together more easily when installing in the bag and speeds the overall process a bit. We're starting from the foam tubing piece here, but you don't necessarily have to. When it comes to putting together the cube, there's only a few important details. 1. Make sure you put the non-coated medium pieces on the same side as the foam tube. This is because they're slightly shorter than the coated tubes, which are at the front to make it more aesthetically pleasing. 2. Make sure the unused hole on the corner pieces to face out so the curves work for a better fit on the interior of the bag. Sometimes the tubing can seem difficult to connect with the corner pieces. The best method to connecting them more easily is to place the tube to the corner piece at about a 15-degree angle and slightly twist the piping while connecting. Continue to put the inner cube together as shown here, which can take a couple of minutes. We've sped it up here just for time's sake. When you've completed the cube, take a moment to make sure all the pieces are aligned correctly and disconnect the piping as shown here. Now put the half with the coated pieces to the side, and we're going to insert the half with the foam tubing in the bag first. Find the Velcro straps at the bottom front of the main disc compartment and place the foam half in the bag as shown and attach the Velcro straps to it. Make sure the Velcro straps are connected to the tubing, as it will make it much easier to get the rest of the foam half inserted properly into the bag. After that's done, push the top part of the foam half into the top part of the bag. You'll probably need to wedge the top half in first and then readjust the bottom part that is strapped in so it is firmly placed in the front corners of the bag. From here, you should be able to easily slide the top half to the top back of the bag and secure it with the Velcro straps at the top. Now that the bag will stand upright, unzip the top area of the bag and push out the top front from the inside to place it in its correct form. After that, fold up the front flap as shown here and connect the clips so it is easier to finish the inner cube. Now grab the 2 medium coated tubes and place them into their spots. Take note that the tubing that has more white area exposed should be at the bottom of the bag where it does not show. If you have a keen eye, you've noticed that the right coated tube in this example was placed incorrectly with more white showing. This is a good example of what not to do. Now place the short tubing along with the remaining corners attached and place them into the top part of the bag. Also make sure to strap the Velcro pieces after placing. The last piece can be the most cumbersome to place, but as long as you follow these tips, it shouldn't be a problem. 1. Make sure the installed part of the cube is pushed towards the back of the bag as much as possible and make sure all connected pieces are snugly set. 2. Place the first half of the tube in at an angle while twisting as we discussed earlier. 3. When placing the second half, hold the top corner with one hand and the connecting end in the other and gently pull them apart to place it correctly. Once it is in place, you should be able to twist the tubing and it will pop into the corner. Now that you have the tubing successfully installed, make sure that you have all the Velcro straps inside the bag connected to the tubing and you have a completed Odin disc golf bag. Thanks so much for watching this tutorial and enjoy your new bag.